This is question number 6 of June 2019 paper 2R. And the question begins by saying that given that root over 9 minus 6 can be expressed in the form p bracket plus p bracket 1 plus qx bracket half, where p and q are constants, find the value of p and q. So for part A, let me write down the expression at first. So the expression is given to be 9 minus x. And if you look at this, 9 minus x also can be written as this, half. And if you look at the expression itself, 9 minus x is in the form of a plus dx by d. The problem is that it's not, a is not equals to 1. So this is the problem here. A is not equals to 1, a is equals to 9 here. So we can't use the normal expansion format here. So what we have to do here is bring the 9 out from the expression. So what we will do is, we will do it like this. So at first, let me write down the expression a plus bx to the power d, a plus bx to the power d, and we will bring the 9 out. So bring the a out, and it will be a to the power d, and it will become 1 plus b by a x to the power d. Now we have a 1 here, so we can expand it the way that we usually do, when a is equals to 1. So here is 9 minus x to the power half, and 9, and a is 9, and d is half, so it will be half, and 1, and b is here minus 1, so plus b is minus 1 divided by a is 9, and its x to the power d is half. So this would be 3 bracket 1 minus 1 by 9x to the power half. And the question asks us to give it in this form: p 1 plus qx to the power half. So p is equals to 3 and q is equals to minus 1 by 9. That is it for the first part. For part B, we will have to expand this expression, the ascending orders, including x to the power 3, and expressing each coefficient as an exact fraction in this lowest term. So since the expression is in this form, a plus bx to the power d, but a is not equals to 1, so the expansion will not be in the same way we usually do. So at first, from part A, we got that 9 minus x half is equals to, let me write this here, 9 to the power half. So this would be better to understand actually. The 1 by 9x. This is 1 by the way. Let me write it better. So 1 into, it's to the power half. So for a plus bx to the power d, we would do it like, we would bring this at first like this, what we did in part A, to the power d. And to expand this, it would be a to the power d 1 plus b by ax. And the expansion will be a to the power d 1 plus, sorry, d here would be So 1 plus d by ax plus d bracket d minus 1 divided by 2 into 1. This part won't change with the usual 1 where a equals to 1. So and this will be b by ax whole square plus d minus 1 d minus 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, and it will be b by x whole square. So whole cube. There are 3 times here, so whole cube. The question asks us to expand to x cube, so I think this will be fine. So a is 9 and d is half. Bracket 1 plus d is half and b was minus 1, right? So you can write it like 1 by 9x plus d is half. Let me rewrite it. So half bracket half minus 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 1, and b by a is minus 1 by 9 x whole squared plus d is half minus 1 minus 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. This is 3. And b by a is minus 1 by 9 x cubed. So this would be, if you expand this would turn to be 9 to the power half is 3. Bracket, this will be minus 1 by 18x. Sorry, 1 by 18x. And if you do this multiplication, this whole one would be minus 1 by 648 x squared. I did it together, everything together. And the next one would be minus 1 bracket 11664 x to the power 3. So I would multiply this bracket with 3. So this would be 3 minus 1 by 6 x minus 1 by 2 16 squared minus 1 by 3888 x to the power 4. So x to the power 3. Or 3. So that is it for I think part B. 3 marks. And for part C, suitable value is an estimation question, or you can say question of approximation. So find an estimate for the value of root over 31 by 4. We have to use the previous expansion. You can't just put this value in the calculator and find this and give that answer. You can't do that. So at first, if you look at this root over 31 by 4, and we also have a root over in our previous expansion, like that previous expression that we're given at first. So we can equate this together. And we would do this thing for these kind of questions, where they ask us to find the values of our expression indirectly to the expansion. So it would be like this. So 31 by 4. So at first we would equate this, and then we find the value of x. here. So this would be 9 minus 31 by 4 equals to x, and x would be 5 by 4. And now we will put this value of 5 by 4 into the expansion, and we are supposed to get this value. Yeah, if you put root over 31 by 4, the value we'll get the same value if I put 5 by 4 in this expansion that we did for root over 9 minus x, because we are assuming, this is an assumption, assuming that root over 9 minus x is equals to root over 31 by 4. So the expansion was root over 9 minus x, the expansion was 3 minus 1 by 6, 3 minus 1 by 6x, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 6 x squared, minus 1 by 3888 x to the power 3. So if you do this, so 9 minus 5 by 4 would be equals to equals to 3 minus 1 by 6 bracket, square brackets as well for you to understand it better. So this was 1 by minus 1 by 6. It's so minus 1 by 6x, and it would be 5 by 4 minus 1 by 2 on 6. This would be 5 by 4. 5 by 4 x squared. So 5 by 4 squared. And this will be minus 1 by 3 triple 8, 5 by 4 cube. So this would be, if you solve this would be 2.78393030523. And they asked us to give the answer in 5 decimal places. So 5 decimal places would be 2.783123450 up to 93. So this is the answer, 8393 to 5 dp.